What's up, guys? Welcome back. We just wrapped up the holiday season and now it's time to shift our focus to something more quick and easy and inexpensive. Today I'm going to show you how to make chicken and rice. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that bell to enable notifications as well. Alright guys, meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. First things first, we're going to take a look at all of our ingredients. Today I'm going to be using bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs, but you can use whatever chicken you want for this recipe. Chicken thighs are usually relatively inexpensive and easy to find these days at the grocery store. So let's go ahead and get right into our prep work. We're going to chop the top off of a red bell pepper, put it face down, and then slice around the core, leaving the seeds and stems intact. We're going to go ahead and throw that in the trash. We don't need that. As you can see here, I'm using one red and one green bell pepper, mostly for presentation purposes. I like to add a little additional color to the plate. As I always say, guys, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Just go ahead and make sure you chop them up into equal size pieces. And then we're going to smash some garlic and peel it up, give that a rough dice as well. You can use minced garlic or garlic paste for this recipe. Also, if you don't have any fresh garlic, no big deal. This recipe is meant to be super easy, big on flavor, great for meal prep, relatively healthy as well, depending on, your carbohydrate intake that you're looking for. For my keto or low carb folks, you can swap this rice out and use cauliflower rice in place of it. Make it a little bit more low carb for you. This recipe is a classic. This comes together pretty quickly. You can have dinner on the table in less than an hour. So now that we got our vegetables prepped, it's time to go ahead and prep these chicken thighs. I got these from my local grocery store, and as you can see, they need a little bit of trim work. We got some excess fat and skin and cartilage and things like that. So I'm just gonna take some sharp kitchen scissors and trim them up. Totally optional, but as you guys know, I'm big on presentation. We're gonna make our food taste good. We might as well make it look good as well, right? So go ahead and take your scissors, or you can use a paring knife for this as well, and just trim some of the excess fat and skin that we don't need. As always, guys, the specific measurements and ingredients can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Make sure you guys leave me a comment too and let me know what recipes you want to see next, whether it's some quick and easy weeknight meals or something on the healthier side for meal prep. Just leave it in the comments because I'm building my list for January. As you can see here, we've added a little bit of kosher salt to the chicken. Now I'm going down with my all-purpose seasoning, which is a blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. If you haven't tried that yet, you can get yours via the link in my description box. Also going down with a little bit of the hot AP seasoning as well. If you guys haven't tried that yet, I don't know what you're waiting on, so go ahead and grab you some of that. If not, you can use a little cayenne or red pepper flakes to add a little pop of heat if you're interested in that. If you don't want any spice, no big deal. You can leave it out completely. We're gonna flip the chicken over and season the other side, show it the same love and attention as the back side. This is gonna be our presentation side though, so you wanna be very careful to make sure you get even coverage. That way we get even color when we sear the chicken. Speaking of searing the chicken, we're gonna heat our skillet over medium heat, add a tablespoon or two of avocado oil, which has a very high smoke point. We don't have to worry about the oil burning up as bad. And then we're gonna lay our chicken skin side down first. Always lay the meat away from you best you can. Press down for maximum surface area contact so we get a good sear, get some good color on that chicken skin. It's gonna be super delicious, guys. Can't wait for you guys to try this recipe. You always wanna press down a little bit just to make sure that skin's making good contact with the skillet. We're looking for a nice golden brown color when we flip them. Usually takes about 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes. Once we get that color that we're looking for, we're gonna flip the chicken over. And then we're gonna remove the chicken once it's nice and beautiful like you see right here. We're gonna do this in batches since we have several pieces of chicken. Just repeat those steps, and then we're gonna add a little butter to the skillet along with those veggies that we prepped earlier. Still working over medium heat. You just wanna saute those veggies until they get nice and tender. Takes about 2 or 3 minutes. You also wanna use the back of your spatula to get up all that fond off the bottom of the skillet. That's gonna add additional flavor to our chicken and rice. So after a few minutes, our veggies are getting nice and tender. Now it's time to go ahead and season this up. So we're going in with 1 teaspoon of better than bouillon chicken base. That's gonna beef up the chicken flavor, or I guess I should say chicken up the chicken flavor. Great product though. You can find that at your local grocery store in the chicken stock aisle. If you don't see it there, you can get it on Amazon. We're also gonna go down with a little smoked paprika. Always season to taste. Taste as you go and adjust the flavor to your preference. A little bit of dried oregano. You can use fresh oregano as well if you have that on hand. Tons of flavor packed into this. We're going down with a little adobo also. Again, you can use whatever seasoning you like on this. If you have a particular chicken seasoning that you enjoy, go ahead and add it to the party. Why not? Once our veggies are nice and tender, we're gonna go ahead and add in that garlic. You never wanna add the garlic too early because garlic has a tendency to burn. So you wanna add it towards the end, just allow it to get fragrant. Your house is gonna be smelling absolutely amazing. And now it's time to go ahead and toast that rice. So we're gonna add our rice to the party, give that a good mix. and just let that toast for a minute or two. Again, guys, all the specific measurements and ingredients are provided for you in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Once you've adequately toasted our rice, we're gonna go down with a little bit of white wine. Again, this is totally optional. If you're avoiding the alcohol, no big deal. You can just use chicken stock instead. We are gonna add about a half cup of white wine to deglaze the pan and add a little additional flavor. Bump up the heat a little bit to burn off the alcohol, leaving behind all that delicious flavor in the skillet. And then we're going in with our chicken broth. Add that slowly, continue to mix, and then we're gonna bring that up to a boil, reduce it down to a simmer. And then you wanna allow that to simmer for a few minutes, and then we're gonna add our chicken thighs back to the party and allow them to finish cooking in that same pan. You wanna cover it with a lid and allow that to simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes or until the chicken thighs register 175 degrees internal temperature and your rice is fully cooked. It really doesn't get much easier than this, guys. This comes together really quickly. You can make this for a weeknight dinner to feed your family, or you can make it for meal prep and feed yourself for a few days. So once you add the chicken back in there, you're gonna cover it with a lid, let it simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. And this is what we're gonna be looking like right afterwards. As you can see, the rice has absorbed all that flavor. We're gonna hit this with a little fresh chopped parsley for a pop of color. And then we're gonna plate this up and get ourselves a taste test. Oh man, say it with me, guys, looking good. That, my friends, is a beautiful pan of chicken and rice. Doesn't get much better than that. Look at that rice, just packed with flavor, perfectly cooked. All that flavor came up off the bottom of the skillet and the rice absorbed it. We're gonna plate this up with 2 chicken thighs, a nice mound of rice, a little fresh squeezed lemon juice, because why the hell not? Gotta hit it with a little fresh chopped parsley for a pop of color, and so you guys will click on that thumbnail. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'll be doing plenty more easy recipes for you guys. I'm going in for the taste test though. I gotta get my knife and fork ready. Here we go, folks. Moment of truth. Let's see what we got. Skin is looking good. Chicken's looking juicy. The rice is looking plump. And I'm looking hungry. Definitely a fork drop recipe. Make sure you give your boy a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the bell to enable notifications. And as always, thank you for your support.